Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Purdy Conversations. This is a fun one. I'm super excited. So, as you know, I have been selected for this Grand Ambassador program, and with that comes some pretty awesome experiences and opportunities. One of them being, for me, one of my favorite and most used brands in my lineup. If you watch my stuff, you know I'm very biased towards products that perform. Brand recognition is huge as well. I'll say there are some products out there that I've liked, but I'm not a fan of certain brands or way some brands carry themselves. Doesn't mean that I necessarily throw some of those products out the door. It's more or less of me just not willing to venture into other lineups within those brands. So, when you see brands where I only carry, one or two of the products, or you see only one product, it's because of my experience with those brands or other products, or me not thinking some brands are super economical. Honestly, I have a hard time dropping the coin for brands like Gion and CarPro, though there are some, from what I've heard, amazing products. Like CarPro, I'm a big Pearl guy. I'm just getting around to using Darkside. I have always wanted to use their slew of ceramic coatings, which if you know detailing, they have a lot of different ceramic coatings for who knows how many different reasons. But for me, it's just not economical. I'm not a loaded guy just looking to review products and find the best. It's more of, does it fit the needs of my clients? Someday I could see myself being all CarPro or all Gion. It's just right now it just doesn't make sense for me. But that being said, I don't want to talk about those guys because I really want to talk about P&S. If you go on the radcompany.com, you'll notice that P&S is huge there. So KCX, Kosh Chemie, P&S, Detail Factory, they're big on brushes. There's a couple other different liquid, like chemical companies out there, like Starnaglass is pretty big. For me, those are my primary go-tos when I am on theradcompany.com. Going to fill my orders for my weekly pickup orders at the Rad Company that I do on Instagram. That's what you'll notice goes on. If you look at my old giveaways, starting in like July of this year, we've only been doing it for a few months. Mostly everything is P&S. When I look at my sample bottles that I give to all my clients for products I want them to try, so they can go online on theradcompany.com or stop by MVP Detail Supply in Boise. It's products that I want them to be using because it was in my bottles when I cleaned their car. TrueView, that's a big one. Express, I dilute Express 1-to-1. Full strength if it's horrible, right? Let's see, I've had a couple other items that I've thrown in my testers. Right now I'm also doing Swift. So if you get an interior with me, you're getting a 4-ounce sampler of Swift. Swift is just, it's wild to me. Swift is a cleaner and a protector at the same time. I don't know how it works, but it works. I am looking of cycling out my quick detailer that I give to my clients. I give Speed Shine by Griot's. Griot's Garage is great. I think they're amazing. I think they're super innovative with their polishers. They don't go, knock off different brands and steal their intellectual property. I think that's huge. Griot's Garage sprayers. It's another thing that's super innovative. You don't see this anywhere else. This is theirs. They created this. So I've stuck by Speed Shine for a long time, but I want something more. Quick detailers are starting to have SiO2 infused. Small traces, right? Nothing crazy. But when you have a quick detailer that adds like a week or two of protection, it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of nice. It's nothing crazy, mind you, but it's big, and it's something that I want to offer my clients. So I shifted a little bit to ceramic speed shine, and it's okay. I'm kind of a snob on colors. I mean, when you look at something like speed shine, just, you know, it makes sense for the color scheme I want, but you can't just sacrifice performance just because it matches the color scheme of a brand, you know. It's close. It's not spot on, but since we're on the topic, I might as well show you what ceramic speed shine looks like. Kind of like a teal, doesn't really work. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of throwing that out. I want performance. Not that speed shine doesn't perform, but I'm not super set on just having colors be a scheme for what I give to my clients after every new car rolls through this garage of mine. So new client, that being said. So I'm looking at paint gloss. I think it's the showroom spray by P&S. I'm looking at Amplify by Armor Detail Supply. But my biggest thing is the relationships. Sydney with P&S, she's local to here, and I've been able to connect with her through this program. Obviously, she's massive to the rag company. The relationship is unbreakable in my mind, just because location, brand, who she is, the business she runs, it's pretty awesome. You'll see her all over the rag company's YouTube. They just posted today. It's October 8th. So in connecting with her and reposting things and collaborating with, throwing things up on P&S's story and whatnot, we got talking, and she wanted to kind of show me what they will do for ambassadors that are looking to venture out into different product lineups. So we got a few packages from them, and I'm super stoked. So shout out to P&S. This is really great treatment. There is no expectations here. I don't do my giveaways or give things to clients because I'm getting kickbacks. Doesn't happen. I have a discount code with the rag company for my followers to get 10% off. I'm not getting those back in a kickback. This is a collaboration, right? There's a handshake agreement with this program of we're going to give you amazing exposure because hopefully you're as passionate about detailing as we are, and you're not in it for a paycheck. Now, yeah, there are a few people that are, and I'll try not to, throw out names, especially right now with the detailing industry. But I mean, some people, want, they, at the end of the day, they may want to get paid for collaboration and ideas and whatnot. And if contracts are signed and agreements are made, whether it's verbal or written, you shouldn't expect that, especially in this industry. We're all trying to help each other out, and we're all responsible for each other's growth. So, yeah, the detailing world is weird right now, really just because of horrible communication, and there's no reason to not. We all want to support each other. I'm new to this. It's funny that I'm even talking about this, but if people are making moves in this industry, why would we not support you? Just be open, be forward. I'm freaking forward. I'm forward in my day job. Why am I stupid? Living the dream shirt. But I mean, I just like today in my job, I got called out for running this meeting on this committee that I hold outside of my normal day-to-day job, and we have people joining the call, and I'm mentioning things about us bringing in third parties, and it's just mistake on my end because we have contractors that we're currently working with, and they were invited to the call, and I didn't think about it. So being forward can sometimes hurt you, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're going to gain a lot more support that way. So anyways, we're getting sappy here, and we're getting into some of the weeds in the detailing industry, but like we're all here to help each other grow. And this is awesome. I am not required to give a review on this stuff. I can use it in silence and benefit off of it by saving money on products. I'll most likely use some of it. If there's twos of some of this stuff, if I like it, I'm gonna give it away because I love giving back, especially through all the people that have been supporting me on Instagram and YouTube. So it's weird to say YouTube because I'm not a YouTuber. So anyways, yeah. I might line up with knives because I just freaking love knives. Have you seen a gravity knife before? I mean, that's wild. I don't know why they're illegal though. Doesn't make any sense, but just like a box cutter, razor blade, but kind of cool. Anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do. Honest opinion, I'm opening these for the first time. And I'm freaking stoked. So, all right. So yeah, if you haven't already, check me out on Instagram. I want to do a little road to 1,000. I do giveaways every month, but part of me wants to, for the month of November, ramp up and do giveaways weekly. Not to the dollar amount that what I'm doing right now. I'm doing dollar amounts between 150 and 200 every month. It's my little detail bucket giveaway. I just throw everything in a bucket and ship it to you if you win. But yeah. Okay, so I run dual actions. I have a rotary polisher. I'm scared to death to use it. It's a little Bauer from Harbor Freight, but I've found that I'm limited with dual action. I've done a little bit of sanding. I did sanding on a neighbor's car, turned out amazing. So I think we just gotta get over that hump and take that risk. Maybe on our own cars at first. Sanding, I felt confident with what I was doing, but when it comes to polishing and whatnot, don't be scared. I was scared when I got my first dual action. I got a little Adams 9mm throw. Thing sounded like it was a freaking rocket ship taking off. So now I'm at the point where I have a hard time trusting certain companies and what they're telling me. I run a lot of Rupes pads. I run microfiber on a dual action. I'm learning it generates a ton of heat. Paint swells. Starting to understand how paint works. And I'm, chasing perfection with not the right products. So I'm reevaluating pads. So this is exciting because I'm literally at a point where I feel like my last couple corrections, I'm striving for 85, 90%, and I'm not getting there with the dual action. I'm getting like 75% clarity. It looks great, but sun checks, man. Sun checks expose everything. So, excited about this. Medium. I'm looking for bounce when it comes to a medium pad. I use a lot of Rupes yellow. Learning that Rupes yellow, it's really not what I'm looking for. It's a fine, right? As far as bounce here, this feels a little more stiff. They're actually quite similar. This is a used pad here. So for me, a medium polish pad is probably what I'm going to use to polish down. It won't be for one cuts in my mind. Rupes has an intermediate pad that they've released for dual actions. I have a couple of them. I haven't used them yet, but I wanna look into. I'm kind of between two right now, either Lake Country or Oberk. But to be honest with you, true honesty here, never thought PNS to be a pad company. I've just been focused on their products. I know they've had them, I just haven't really thought about them. So thanks, Sydney, I appreciate it. And I'll be honest with that review, I'd like to do some polishing. So little flag tip brush. It's probably perfect for wheel faces, engine bays. That's what I use flag tips for. As far as these go, I got one early on with Chemical Guys, flag tipped brush, and it's a little stiffer than I would want. And I was working on my wife's black finished, it's a polished finished wheels, RTX. I don't know that brand, if it's good or not, but it was a good deal at Discount Tire. And yeah, Chemical Guys wheel face cleaner was scratching the face of the, it was lightly marring the faces of the wheels, because I was testing a lot of products, washing her car like 3 times a week. So something I look for with a flag tip brush. So we'll test that guy out. Inspiration Defender. That is a lot of Defender. That is a crazy amount of Defender. Are we talking maybe Defender gallons sitting in that big box down there? Maybe. These are like the Star Sprayers. I like these. They don't give you hot spots like the true Star Sprayers that you get with like Kosh Chemie. So I'll show you what that looks like. Let's remember this real quick, guys. IK is great. They have standardized their sprayers, but we need to remember this. When we hold an IK and we feel how it feels in our hand, it is because of this. You see this? That is why it feels good. It's smart. It's innovative. See that there? Feels a lot nicer in the palm. And then you look at the Star Sprayer, same exact thing. Now I love IK. I have them all lined up here. I have all their pump spares. I need the 12. I'll get the 12 with my discount. With being a Grand Ambassador, we'll make sure I get that before the end of the year. But these things are failing on me, and I got them all I got the whole lineup about 18 months ago, and they are all dropping like flies because it is just this guy. That's all it is. So not to trash on IK, so I think the system they have is beautiful. I would want something better, and I would pay for it. So I've used this. I have a thing of bead maker with this head and sprayer, and I like it. It's just, it fits. So this is nice. I'm glad I'll have a chance to use that more. I'll probably throw it on some of my bottles just to try them out. They may not be PNS bottles, but that's fine. Okay, so 6-inch. This is their free ride again. Yeah, orange is their medium. To me, it seems like it has a little less bounce than a yellow. So again, more for me, I'll be using it more like a polishing pad, just to polish down after, you know. Is that okay? Okay. Sweet. I think I know what this is. I sport a lot of banners in here. And since I'm like in love with PNS, I'm thinking this might be a banner. Yes. Let's go. It is. Which one? I think they have a bunch. Oh, yes. PNS detail products with all of their lines. So as the Park and Finish double black, that's obviously Rennie Doyle, their chemtrail system. Inspiration, ceramic coatings, and then just a PNS logo. So I'm excited for this. We'll cut little holes for rivets here, and we'll need to find a home for this bad boy. Thank you, Sydney. Appreciate it. So you say it? I call it chemtrail. No, chemtrol. Correct me in the comments, please. You 2 to 3 commenters on all my videos. Okay. Let's finish this bad boy up. Make sure you always cut away from you. It's a Boy Scout thing. You should know that. I have never had the chance of cutting myself from doing that, but hopefully today's not the day. Packing slip. Yes, I told you. Wait. I was gonna say, I told you that Express is my favorite. And I think I mistook a huge gallon of Inspiration Defender for Express. I got 2 gallons up there of Express. This is sick. They're giving me a big reason to introduce this to my lineup. I used this for the first time 2 weeks ago on a frozen white M6 Grand Coupe. We learned that you can use it on frozen finishes. It's an $8,000 paint job, and I took the risk. Actually, Cindy confirmed it's fine, but it's always tough putting protection on frozen finishes. So I was a little scared, and it worked. So pro tip to y'all, they can go on frozen finishes. Super excited about that. Okay. I think this is considered like their interior scrubbers. So what you're seeing here, you hear that? So if you are familiar with Ninja pads, they're called pads, Ninja scrubbers, they're auto fiber, right? Not the best rag company in the world. Isn't that funny how microfiber just got replaced with rag because of the rag company? This is cool. Super excited. Not to crap on auto fiber. Can you imagine if they were making this? That'd be funny. How awkward would that be? Cool. I love this. Okay. Let's go. We got Wipe and Shine. I don't know what this is. Wipe and Shine Gel Dressing Instant Performance. Excellent on tires and exterior trim. Okay, if you listen to my videos or you just know me and you messaged me, I'm at a war with all tire shines right now. I cannot, for the love, find the tire shine that I like. I keep going back to Adam's Graphene Tire Shine. Tire dressing, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's the best. People are probably losing their minds right now. Yes, there's a few more that have come out to the market. So you got Ghost by Armor Detail Supply. It's more of a sealant for your tires. Maybe you seal in your dressing or you seal it and then you dress it. I don't know how you do it. I don't know which system, but literally at war with tire dressings. And I found Gummy Fix. No, not Gummy Fix. Gummy by Starter Glass. Gummy Fix is the matte non-slip rejuvenator by Koshkemi. But Gummy by Starter Glass is great. It smells good. So we're going to be smelling this right now. Why not? Oh, what? What is that? Am I getting like a cinnamon roll? What? Part of me just needs to taste it. Okay, I'm lost. Blueberry muffin? Some sort of baked good. I don't know how you get that in a freaking bottle, but that's great. Yes. Inspiration Radiance. So this is for coating maintenance. I'm thinking of once every 2 to 3 months. I'll look it up. But think about if you have a coating and you have issues with it in terms of performance and it's dwindling, say maybe you haven't been upkeeping as well. I'm thinking this is gonna help that, right? I've heard that Koshkemi's, hold on, let me dig in the back of my brain. I haven't used it yet. It is their reactivation shampoo is like almost identical to something like this in terms of the performance and what it's intended to do. So I'm excited. And it's a lot of it. It's a quart, so even better. I think you still get a quart with Kush Chemi, but double black and PNS is always a winner in my mind. Yes, okay. We have, I've never used any other fragrances, so this is their Bead Maker fragrance. And I was asking Sydney about this. Oh yeah, that's great. Mango Fresh, that is what it's called. Go look for it at PS Detail Products, PS Products. What's their website? I should know by now. Let's see. Their handle is like PS Detail Products because the and symbol, but PS Detail Products. Boom. There you go. I don't know if Rag Company carries it, but go direct. It's a good way to support them. But nothing's wrong with going through the Rag Company. Coconut lime, absolute essence. Okay, it's their absolute rinseless. All right, so to the PNS folks that are listening, I do not like the smell of absolute, and unfortunately, because of that, I've never tried it. Isn't that horrible? So I'm sorry. I will try it. I need to give it a fair shake because I've been using McKee's N914 because it's just so raw, right? There's no finishes left in it. No, I don't want to use the word fillers because that's probably not the right term that something like Absolute might have in it. I don't want to use the word silicone. I don't think that would be found. I think it's surfactants. Surfactants are properties of shampoo. This is where my chemical knowledge starts to show, my lack of thereof. So I've just always been a Matt Mormon follower and have heard his opinion of not liking that in rinseless washes, like the residue that it can leave. So I've strayed away. I have jumped on board with O'Berk's rinseless because it smells like bubble gum. I think I'm also using KCX Rapid Rinseless. It doesn't really smell that great. It smells okay, but I feel like I've been giving PNS just the horrible shake with, or let me use my English. Sorry, it's late in my, I'm not saying that I'm dyslexic. My brain thinks faster than the words that come out of my mouth. I feel like I haven't given them a fair bout when it comes to me comparing rinselesses because of scent. I smell this and it's amazing. So what has been my issue before? I don't know. Probably time I tried again. Okay. Last few bottles here. Natural finish, interior dressing. Awesome. So I have a hard time using dressings straight up in interiors. I'm not a fan of having to really go through and finish down things like 303. I love 303. Just kind of grew up with 303. My dad sells it at his shops. It's just one of those things that's always been in our family. And I think it works great. I hate Armor All, as most of you should. Not a big fan of McGuire's. They have like a mister. A lot of people will throw interior protectants like dealerships. They'll throw it in like a paint gun and spray it all over your interior. So I've always had bad experiences with detailing cars that have just like heavy gooped on dressings on the interior. So when I do dress plastics, it's always been 303, and then it went to Swift because Swift smells freaking amazing. So I've I just, in the last 6 months of my clients, I just haven't broken out a dedicated dressing on the inside. So, natural finish is big in my mind, and that's the name of this product. So, unfortunately, this might come down to smell. It's anything like Swift. Okay, so this reminds me of Griot's Garage Leather Care. They have a couple different systems that they use at Griot's, and it has like a leathery scent. I have their interior car scent, which is fine leather, and it's great. It's great on rigs, like Big Country from Chevy. I've used it in what's the fancy one with Ford? I'm not a big Ford fan, but all I detail is freaking Fords nowadays. Anyways, they're the ones with the custom interiors. I love using this because it smells custom. So to then smell this makes me pretty happy, because there aren't a lot of interior dressings that have that kind of a finish. Not finish, scent. We're uncut over here, and you are seeing me at 9 o'clock before I get on a 7 a.m. flight tomorrow. So I need to hurry up so I can pack. Okay. Full Send Total Dressing. This is their, what do they call it? Not backcountry. They call it off-road. This is their off-road line. Oh my gosh. That smells like Swift. I wonder if it's like Swift. I'm sure it performs like it. Rubber trim dressing. Yeah, this would be cool just to kind of have for some of you like connoisseurs out there that like having detail products. Off-road line you see from P&S and the Rag Company, the partnership there, pretty freaking sick. They changed the colors up on some of the rags that are kind of part of their system with this off-road line. There's like a product from the Rag Company in that lineup that you can't find anywhere else. It's a Chanel pad. Just like, what? How did I miss that there's I'm not a Chanel guy. I freaking hate Chanel. But then I saw the pad, I'm like, that freaking looks cool. I want to try it. So I've always wanted to use Cockpit. So there's Express, there's Cockpit. According to Sydney, it's just got a little more bite to it and might have a better scent. And I freaking love Express's scent for an interior cleaner. So I'm sure Full Send is very similar to Swift. And there's more Swift. Let's go. I freaking love Swift. I'm telling you right now. Wow. Yes. What I like about Full Send is the color combo. Looks like there's a little more, I don't know if they use the word dye in the industry when it comes to this kind of stuff, but you'll see the color's a little bit different. But they smell really similar, and I'm sure they work to the same effect. But if you are into that off-road type stuff, you know, off-road trucks, UTVs, ATVs, dirt bikes, bikes in general, their off-road line is actually sick. So it's like a system. So a couple spray heads, and that is it. So again, thank you to the P&S team. Super excited here. I was really hoping to go down to SEMA this year. It just didn't work out. A couple people that have tickets, it's hard to take that time off from work as well as the money to get down there. I mean, it's not a whole lot. I could probably drive down there, but I'd probably need to fly. Registration is cheap. I can register with my business account that I have for the state of Idaho, so I just need to do that. But I'm thinking 2025, that's when I'll make an appearance at SEMA. I'm super excited. It would be cool to help out in some of the booths as well. I haven't gone through any of these trainings that like P&S does, Coach Kemi does, Rupes does. I'm a little, I'm uncut, so I gotta be careful what I say. I have a hard time attending training courses from brands. I don't know why it's hard for me. I think it's cool to attend for the relationships. I've never attended one because what am I gaining? You know, same goes for like PPF. A lot of the whole, your cost of entry, the blood that you have to give is their training courses that can be $2-3 grand. You have to spend X amount up front, X amount each month or quarterly or annually, and then you're kind of limited to your options. You got to be exclusive with them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these companies don't do that, but we're talking some of the masters in the product space. When it comes to detailing, I might be better finding myself someone with Keith's touch, I think that's his name, Keith. Amazing detailer down in California. You got homie Scott. No, that's not Scott. Kevin, what's his freaking name? I'm thinking Scott with Detail Division. He's also a good resource, but I'm thinking our Shine Doctor over in Washington. Really close. Someone that exposed Sonax with their fillers and perfect finish. I got a 32 ounce of perfect finish up there that I want to throw away after hearing some of the filler stuff. I've seen fillers work. There are some exterior sprays out there that you spray on a panel that has swirls, and the swirls go away. Go away. They're filled with fillers, and they are not gone. They're still there. So why did I get on this tangent? I have a hard time taking training courses with product companies. Rupes is great. There's plenty of machines out there that you can use, and it doesn't take a lot to learn how to use them. I don't think it takes $5,000 to $1,000 worth of courses to learn how to use them. I would attend these courses if I didn't have to pay for them, and if I was to pay for them, it was because of the relationships and something that I could gain from them in terms of that transaction. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to gain much. I can always learn, especially from these greats in the industry. But my money is going towards training. It's going towards these guys that have been in the industry for 30 years that are doing things that I don't know anything about. And that is running a rotary and sanding, doing true restorative work. So don't know why I got on the tangent while I'm talking about PNS, about these courses that some of the companies have. So I gotta be careful. This freaking whole uncut thing is really gonna screw me one of these days. I'm gonna burn some bridges, but I'm forward. I gotta be forward. So none of that was directed at PNS. Do they even have training courses? I don't even think they push that kind of stuff. I'd freaking love to go see Rennie Doyle. I'll be honest with you. Detail Mafia, freaking detailing Air Force One. Sign me up. Let's go. I pay for that. That's a good group of folks that are coming together. So anyways, gosh, I want to talk more about that kind of crap, but I probably shouldn't. Thank you, PNS. We'll find some space for a banner in this freaking rental of mine. If you don't know, I rent this space, so landlords have not seen inside the garage. And hopefully they're not they'd be chill. They'd be freaking chill. They're chill. They're from Montana. Go Grizz. Let's go. Thanks for watching another episode of, did I call it uncut detailing? I don't think it's uncut. This is more Purdy conversations. Purdy reviews of what I think about these just at first glance. I'm not really using them, but oh my gosh, freaking grape juice. Let's go. That's the one I didn't smell. Okay, it's late. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time. Peace.